because of all that we've discussed in dating and what it is today, one thing that people tend to debate over is whether or not it's possible to basically have a friend with benefits and not have somebody get too attached. Leave the feelings out of it. Business arrangements, if you will.
Oh my God.
Do y'all think that it's possible
I'll let y'all get the first word.
to do that and have somebody not get hurt in the end?
No.
Not for me.
Not for me.
I'm not a casual person, so I'm not gonna just be like, I want a friend with benefits because that's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's
Mm-hmm.
the person I dated before the last person, that's just what he was, and I was like, I'm not gonna proceed with you or anything like that because I know you don't want to have anything further with me.
Right.
So it's just kind of, I get too emotionally invested and attached to people, and because I'm not a casual person with my friendships, anything. So I can't do that. That's not my style. I think it's not possible for me, but I do think it's possible for some people.
Yeah, I guess
I have some friends that are like, YOLO, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, who you do you.
So it just depends on the person.
Exactly.
I think they're fronting.
Oh my God.
Dang.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I
will be honest.
I don't think women can do that.
I don't.
Personally.
I can't.
No, I think
Man,
women can.
bro,
You
there
guys
are
are not
women-
giving women enough credit
Bro,
on this.
if women couldn't do that, there would be no such thing as a hoe.
But sure.
Okay.
For sure.
A hoe, and then
Yeah.
there's like the
I mean,
fuckboys at the
hoe,
equivalent.
the word hoe is very subjective. So I mean, you know.
Bro, a hoe is somebody who sleeps around. She ain't got no intentions other than
So can a man be a hoe? Or is it a fuckboy?
definitely. Yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, here's the thing. I think, okay, I'm talking generally. Are there outliers? Of course. There are anomalies. But in a general sense, I don't think women are designed to be able to do that and not get emotionally attached. Now, I do think for men, like I'm a very, I like connection. I like
connection.
connectivity, you know, whatever. But they're like, I just gotta be honest with myself. Like, based on my experiences, I know that I'm capable of doing that. Like, it's
You're a
happened.
dude,
Oh
though.
yeah.
But
Like,
you're a
I
guy.
don't.
Yeah.
It's
Nick
like
has
literally.
Nick has been ridiculous before. I'm not gonna lie to you,
But I also,
I'm just saying, and to be honest, it's part of the reason why I actually want to be in a relationship. I feel very like gross, to be honest with you, the fact that I could have sex with a woman and not feel nothing.
you can
honestly.
You can
Hey,
No,
I will
I'm
be
dead
honest with you.
serious.
I will be
I don't-
honest with you.
I don't
There
like
are
that.
moments. There are moments where you can do it. Like as a man, you'll do it, and it happens more often than not.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, where you finish and you're like,
Why
did I
even
do that?
Literally.
Like for real. Like why did I even do that? Like
It wasn't even
I
worth
didn't
it.
need that. and then you
After the
go
fact.
into
After the
fact.
fact.
After the fact. So it's one of those things. I think it's just like I think men are more capable than women of being like, man, it's been a while. I need to get some.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's literally no type of emotional like
Yeah.
attachment at all, and that's
Yeah.
why women get hurt a lot, because I think that women are constantly trying to prove that they can do what men do.
but we can.
No, but y'all are not wired like we can.
Well, okay.
Men can be savages.
Oh yeah, and so
Yeah.
can women though.
No,
Women,
I'm not
women
saying-
women have
feeling
taught
attacked.
themselves
Feeling
to be that
attacked.
way.
That's what I'm saying.
guys have
Naturally,
taught
y'all are
them-
not.
you guys are-
Y'all
yeah.
are not naturally made that way. Y'all have been bred by the culture to
Oh,
be that way.
And y'all have been bred into the culture that you should
No,
hide
nah,
the
men
emotion.
No,
Men-
this
no.
is
This
going
is
back
like
thousands and thousands
biological.
of years.
Centuries. Men have been like this.
The hunters.
Men have
Hunters,
always been savages and
yes.
hunters and gatherers.
You guys in
Yeah.
this generation have now become like, man, fuck these dudes. Y'all want to do us worse than we do y'all.
And let me
And
be
y'all don't want to
clear.
give us the chance to do y'all that way.
And
So
let me
y'all
be-
just
And let me be clear. I'm not even saying it's right. I'm just telling y'all how it is. Like I'm not saying it's right for men to be that way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away what it just is what it is.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, yeah. What do you?
I'm just saying, man. That's that power struggle we were talking about, but in a sense of, obviously not financially. That's the mental game
Yeah.
that men and women play with each other, where women want men to feel like they need them. Women want to feel needed. That
But I
point
feel
blank
like
period.
men
So
wanna
do
feel
men,
needed
too.
though.
No, here
Men do want to feel needed, but I think many women don't understand that.
Women
I think
go-
that- I'm
women
kinda
go out of
surprised
their
that you
way.
guys just said that.
women go out of their way to make sure that they tell a man they don't need them.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but wait.
That's
I'm gonna go.
that's my guard talking though.
Yes,
I
but
don't
that's
need
exactly.
you. I don't
See,
need
you
you.
guys
They
front.
want to feel needed, like they want to be like, I want. The last person I dated said, I like that I feel like I can provide for a woman. I want to be able. I know that like he's proud that he could do that.
Right.
And men want to feel needed, like I need you to do this for me.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's another biological thing that
Yeah.
men like to feel needed.
And here's the thing, I'll just be honest with you. Friendship ain't enough for a man in a relationship. We have to feel like we're needed for something. If we can't protect you, if we can't provide for you, if we can't give you something, we feel useless. What is our point here? Y'all can just go get a girlfriend and do that. You know what I mean? Like, I
That's
think
why I don't have success in dating.
Me too.
I
probably.
think the problem is that, like, I see constantly women undercutting what men need to feel fulfilled in a relationship, instead of just respecting what that man actually needs. So, like, and it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Men have to respect what women need in a relationship, and women have to respect what men need. We can't debate y'all on what y'all need and want.
Yeah.
You can't debate us on what we need and want. It just has to be respected.
But I
But I
think
feel like
it's-
sometimes people assume like
Yes.
you should know what I need.
and no.
And
Yeah,
so
no, that's not how
communicating it.
that's not how it works. If it's not communicated, I'm not gonna know what you need.
Exactly.
You know what I
And
mean?
I feel like people don't communicate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a chronic communicator. In fact, that's listen here. That's one of the things I'm kind of an outlier, because I have sort of traditional like alpha male type of ideologies, but I was also raised in a very emotionally aware household.
That's
good.
amazing.
Under
It's
my mom.
unusual.
Right.
Yes.
So it's like, for me, I'm more of the communicator than typically
The woman.
the woman that I'm with. And so
Same,
now
actually.
it's like
I
I'm
need to
playing
get out of the bubble.
I'm
Yeah.
playing both roles. I'm trying to like be this, but then and it's like traditionally you would think that a man who has sort of the traditional values that I have wouldn't have a level of emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
But because I have that too, and then you got a lot of women who are not raised to be emotionally intelligent, because you got their mothers telling them, make sure you don't need a man, make sure you go do this, do that, so you can be independent and you don't have to depend on nobody. So they're not raised to be able to share emotions, share themselves, what they need, be transparent. And that's where for me sometimes as a man in my position, it's very difficult to date sometimes.
Notice how this went from can you have sex with no strings attached to what it just turned into.
I know, but no, I need to. Okay, and then I know a transition, but I guess like you hit something, and I guess
I'm a little passionate.
no, it's okay, and I understand that. I think that's amazing because I mean, to be honest, culturally, it plays so much. I mean, so I'm Mexican. I grew up in a household where it's a very different dynamic. You know, there's this like sense of machismo, which is that like dominance. And to be fair, I was very lucky to not be brought up in an environment like that. I mean, my mom and my dad, you know, work together. My mom pretty much runs the game. Of course, my dad says, I mean, it's a different dynamic. And I feel for me, yes, my dad was not the type to emotionally say how he was feeling, or, you know, my dad's very active, you know, he'll go on a run or he'll do something. And that's kind of what I picked up. You know, if I'm very, those coping mechanisms that I know what to do is because of my family, you know, that concept of communication, that concept of like, just what you were saying, talking about your emotions. My mother does that, but I don't think it started becoming constructive until I went to college, right? I think I probably like took a psych class, but it is, I mean, it's very bare minimum, but you start realizing like, oh my God, like this is why you start analyzing things, right? Like this is why you feel this way. People that are actually trying to grow as individuals will pick up on that versus using it as a crutch. Well, this is not the way I was raised. Like, this is just the way I am. Accept me for who I am.
I don't date women like that.
Yeah.
No, straight up.
Oh, and I don't, okay.
The attitude of
hell
that's
no.
just how I am.
Hell
that's
no.
Accept it, whatever. Nah, fuck that.
We won't last 2 weeks.
You can have that.
We won't last 2 weeks.
Because the thing is, I'll date somebody who, we all have trauma, we all have issues, but if you're not willing to work on yourself,
Yeah.
oh,
If
it's
you're
not
not
gonna work.
willing to understand how your actions affect your partner,
Yeah.
Never can it work.
But you do realize, like, I think, and I'm just speaking from like a female standpoint, and maybe because of just the friend groups that I have, the women that I'm around, we are very open with that, and we have, I don't know why, gravitate towards men that are not. Like, it's almost like we end up, I don't know.
We pick the unemotional.
The unemotional of it, or that potential, which is so, like, I know that's terrible, but I mean, that was me when I was 21, and I was like, oh my God, like, because I mean, you're young. At that age, how are you going to expect a man to have all their shit together when you're still building it, right? I think now it's different. I'm older. We've had time. Still, keep building your stuff. That's good. I mean, I'm all about it. I'm not going to sit here and, like, step on you and be like, well, you're not where I'm at. No, like, we have different paths. That's all that matters. But in regards to that emotional communication, that awareness, I've dated, like, men that I'm like, oh, yes, like, definitely, probably. And then it's like, this is just who I am. I'm like,
Yes, that's the excuse I got.
this is who I am. This is
Maybe
who I've
this
been.
is just who I am. Maybe I've
A cop
been
out,
alone for too
maybe.
long.
Or-
blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But anyways, that was like the trigger in the sense of, I feel you had that experience. Therefore, it's so hard in this generation. Yes, you can either be brought up with it, or you can take an effort and analyze yourself and be like, all right, it hasn't been working. So obviously,
it's down to the people are very selfish though. They're like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to work on myself. This is just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the people who will be alone forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Plus, get exclusive and behind-the-scenes footage by subscribing on Patreon. We also appreciate all donations, so if you would like to support, please don't hesitate to hit that Cash App in the description below.